right, 10 ways to get more engagement and grow your following. Supercharge your growth. This isn't just about growing, but it's about increasing your engagement too, because they really go hand in hand. If you're getting more engagement, the algorithm is going to keep pushing your profile out to new people. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you've never been on one of my classes before, I'm Caitlin. I'm the owner of Influence Marketing Studio. We also have Darby here today as well. She is a part of our team. We offer social media management, full service, as well as our membership. There's a few things in here that kind of come out of our membership. So we'll show you that at the very end if you want to stick on and see what that's all about. We had 5 new signups yesterday, Darby. And I think
Yay.
you're
Yay.
posting. Yes.
Woo. Yay. That picture of us did good.
Yes, sure got us engagement. So I'm really big, guys, and we'll talk about this in a little bit. Carousels are really big. I don't really post static images anymore. Static, or it's just where it's that one picture. But Darby posted one for us yesterday and it actually performed really well. But we were saying it was because of our model faces. But good times. Okay. Oh, I was one of those 5. Yes, Christina, love that. Awesome. You'll have to let us know how you like the membership. So today we're going to be learning about the algorithms of Instagram, content that gets the best engagement, and then 10 tried and tested ways to increase engagement and grow your following. So first we'll talk about the algorithm. Some people know this, some people don't, but there are really 3 key factors that signal how the algorithm serves you content. 1, it's the who. Whose post are you interacting with the most? If you're frequently liking or commenting on someone's content, you're more than likely going to see their post on your feed. So that's why it's so important to up your engagement, because the more that someone's engaging with your content, the more that the algorithm will keep feeding your post to them. That's why if you're on Facebook or Instagram and your grandma keeps popping up or something, it's probably because you interact with her content a lot, or maybe your grandma is the only person that ever likes your content. It's because the algorithm knows she likes your content, so they keep showing it to her first. The what part of that, what type of content do you engage with? Do you mainly engage with reels? Do you mainly engage with graphics? Whichever one you mainly engage with is the type of content you will see more of. I post a lot of reels and I watch a lot of reels. I send them to my husband a lot. So I get fed a lot of reels. So whatever content, people will tell you reels is the only way to grow, but it's really not true. My friend Lucas O'Keefe, he actually posts just carousels and static images, and he has way more followers than me. And it's because that's what he's known for. He is known for his graphics and carousels. So don't let anyone tell you that only one type of content works. It's not true. But it is true, whichever one you lean more into is the one that will get served the most. The other piece of that is the when. If you get on the app daily, you'll probably see things on your newsfeed in chronological order. But if you're only getting on there sporadically, then Instagram is only going to feed you posts that are more in line with what you like. So they're kind of like favoriting. If they only know that you're going to get in a couple times a week, they're going to favorite the most things and send you just that. So think of this as the flip side for your customers as well. If your customers are getting on daily, they might see your content in chronological order. If they're only getting on once a week, then they're probably just going to see only your top performing content. So that's why it's important for you guys to remember that you can post every day, but only a small percentage of your followers are going to see it anyways. So don't be afraid, to post. Some people are like, should I post every day? Absolutely. You should post every day if you have the time. Some people post 3 times a day. I can't keep up with that. I'm sure, business owners, you guys can't keep up with that either. Don't feel like you have to. The other key factors that signal the algorithm are the quality of your image or your video, originality. Is it original or is it a trend? Has it been posted somewhere else and then reposted over here? The algorithm can actually read that. Watermarks. If you have watermarks on your videos, Instagram's going to push it down the feed. You're not going to see it as high up. If you've ever violated Instagram's community guidelines, your content's not going to get served either. There is a way to check that, by the way, in your settings. And then reported content. If someone sees your content and reports it, Instagram sees a problem with it, it's not going to serve it. It might even take the content down. So we're going to go over 10 ways for you to improve your engagement and grow your following. The first one that we're going to talk about today, before we get into it, let me say this. If you want to improve your ranking with the algorithm, the best thing you can do is drive as many interactions as possible to your post, likes, comments, shares. Bringing that momentum, building it up with your existing community allows your content to be shared to a new audience. So the first one we're talking about is going to be story stickers. So it's not all about just the content that you're posting to your feed. Your stories are super important too. So the best way to get people to engage with your stories is to use the engagement stickers. The more that people engage with your stories, the more you're going to be pushed to the front of the line as well. So we know that when you log into Instagram, you'll see like 5 pictures right there. If you want to be at the front of the line, you need to get people clicking on your stories. You need to get them holding it down, spending time on your stories. The algorithm sees all of that. So stories are obviously the easiest way to encourage your followers to engage with you, but using those story stickers makes them take action. So there's a number of stickers that we like to use. The poll stickers, the question sticker, countdown sticker, quizzes, and then the emoji slider as well. I'm going to show you guys a couple and give you examples. So the easiest one to use is the poll sticker. And it typically gets the most engagement because it's kind of mindless as far as asking somebody to do something. It's super easy for someone to just click a button. The key to this, though, is to not ask them a question that is too it's too much for them to answer. Like maybe it's a personal question, they don't want to answer it. Or maybe it's a question that they really have to use their brain and think. So try to think of like a mindless question to start off your stories for the day. It could be something like a this or that. Maybe you're showing a picture of 2 coffees, iced or hot, and you're asking your audience to choose this one or that one. Will it rain today? Yes or no? Like these are super mindless stickers. I've posted some this month. I think one of them was like, have you had your pumpkin spice latte yet this month? Like little easy to answer questions. If you start your story sequence off with a poll sticker that is easy to answer and someone clicks it, then the algorithm is going to continue to push your story to more people because it's seeing traction. It's seeing people clicking, it's seeing people interacting, and it's signaling it that it's a good story. The other sticker that we like to use is the question sticker. You can be fun with this or you can be super professional with this. So I like to go between ask me anything, and sometimes I'll do like only business related questions, and then other times I'll say personal questions only. There's also a really good one that I've used before that performed really well. I didn't think it would perform good, and it did. And it was drop your assumptions of me. So people have these assumptions. They don't know you in real life. I mean, some people do, but a lot of people don't know you in real life. They only follow you. So when you ask them to drop an assumption, it's really cool to get feedback on what people think about you or your business, and then you can respond to them. So when I did this one, I had like one of the responses was you look like you take a lot of naps, which I don't know how they knew this about me, but it's true. I do. I love a nap. If I could take a nap every day, I would. But the fact of the matter was they asked that question, and I even had like a screenshot of when my husband took a picture of me napping at one point. So it was fun for my audience to see that picture and then me respond and be like, yeah, actually, you're right. I love naps. So take note of these 3 question ideas and write them down. Now, when you're first starting out on social media, there's a high chance that you're not going to get anybody to ask you a question. So my secret to this is to go ask yourself a question, because the beauty of this question sticker is that people can't see who asked the question. So when I first started out, I was asking myself questions that I knew I could answer that were related to Instagram growth. If you feel icky doing that, totally cool. Ask your friend or your mom or your grandma or your husband, hey, go ask me a question so I can answer it to my audience. Okay, Darby, you got the questions. Okay. Sorry, I'm just being nosy. Can you alter font size in the poll? Yeah, no, you can't alter any of it. You can add emojis though, which kind of help see better. The next kind of content that gets you engagement and helps grow your profile is shareable content. And when I say shareable, I'm talking about like relatable memes, Twitter-like posts, inspirational quotes that go viral. This post actually it performed pretty well. It reached 46,000 people. I had almost 3,000 people engage with it, which meant they left a comment or a like or they shared it. And then it also drove traffic to my profile, 334. As you can see from this shareable content, what is it? It's relatable. Barbie, as a business owner, I'm relating to business owners. It's funny. She's crying, which I'm sure, I mean, this one right here is me every day. Darby sees me lay down like this once a week. No, I'm just kidding. um, but it's just like content that people like, wow, she's a real human. I can relate to this. And then the third part about this meme is that it was trendy at the time. Barbie had just came out, so it performed really well. So if you want to set yourself up for success with shareable content, make sure it has these three things. It's relatable, it's funny, or it's trendy. Those are what helps you with shareable content. Think about too, going back to this real quick before we go to the next one, when I put shareable content out there, yes, I'm thinking about my business owners, my target audience, but another part of me also thinks about other people in my industry. Social media management, we're all going crazy over here. So like, I'll try to relate to one of those people. One, I can be relatable to social media managers, but also I can be very relatable to a business owner because I own Influence Marketing Studio and I know how hard it is to run a business. So just think about those two different audiences, your customers and then people like you. The next type of content that performs really well and will attract growth to your profile is carousel post. The reason carousels work so well is because people spend time on them swiping through, and the algorithm looks to see how long someone spends on a post. So if they're taking their time reading through your carousel, they're spending a lot of time on that post, and the algorithm sees that. The algorithm is going to keep pushing it out to more people. So with carousels, you can share up to 10 pictures. If you don't want to do, Canva templates like this, you could do like a photo dump of the month. Those are pretty popular. They work really well. So those are the two kind of carousels that we really lean into, is like the educational carousel, Canva templates, or the photo dumps. And if you're in our membership, we do have I think this is actually one of our membership carousels. No, I don't know. I think it is a rendition of it. Pro tip, if you are in our membership, as I was just saying, we have some top performing templates. So basically what we do is we take templates that worked really well on my profile or our client's profile, and we'll add them to the membership templates for you guys to use as well. So when you are logged in on your dashboard, you can go to the carousel static templates, the reels templates, or the story templates, and you'll see a bunch in there like this. It's super important, number 4, of growing on Instagram, to add call to actions to your post, because that is what's going to get people to take action on your post and signal the algorithm that you have a high performing post. This is one of our clients, Kelly LeClaire. She's a realtor. We did a this or that post. I think Darby actually posted this one, but you can see right there, let's play a game of this or that. Which living room aesthetic are you? And then we told them, let us know down below, vote. Like, we're telling them, drop a comment below. A call to action does not always have to be like, hey, go buy my product, go buy my service. It can simply be something like, double tap this post, comment A, B, C, or D. In fact, I have a couple call to actions for you guys to steal, 9 of them. Vote your favorite in the comments, double tap if you agree, guess which of these is a lie, save this for later. Like, all of these are actionable comments, calls to action. I don't know what I want to call it, but save these. The next way to get in front of more people, grow your page, get more engagement, is to collaborate with other accounts. this will increase the reach for your post. So it's really smart for you to collaborate with someone that not direct competitors, but someone that complements your brand, right? So like for us, this was my social marketing queen profile, and I collaborated with our agency Instagram account. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't collaborate with another social media manager, because sometimes I do want to tap into their audience. We have a similar audience. Why not share audiences there? But for someone that's like in real estate, maybe you want to collaborate with a realtor, but maybe you don't. So for a realtor, I would tell you to collaborate with someone that complements your brand, like a mortgage expert or a home inspector or an insurance agent, someone that they need to have during their home buying or selling process that would complement your brand. Maybe you have a bakery and you do small celebrations and you want to collaborate with an event coordinator, stuff like that to help you. The virtual assistant that I saw, I mean, she could collaborate with another virtual assistant, a social media manager, an email marketing pro, or something like that. Someone that complements your brand. Again, I just said this. Choose someone that complements your brand. You can collaborate through a reel, a static post, a carousel, or you can even collaborate on a live, which we'll get into in a little bit. But lives are a secret way to grow your account as well, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We have a question. Okay. Hi, Anik. So nice to have you here. Shares, views, likes, comments, that's how you can leverage each other's community, because you're sharing all of that with them. When you collaborate with somebody, that post is then going to be shown on their profile as well. So you're tapping into each other's audience and growing your reach there. The next part to increasing your engagement and growing your profile is actually reaching more people, and that's where hashtags come in. Hashtags are your best reach tactic. You can get a greater reach. Typically, when you do get more of a reach, you have better engagement rates. And studies have shown that the more hashtags you used, the higher your engagement rate was. There was a graph that was put out by later.com, which is a social media platform to schedule your post. They had a big graph, and it just showed the more hashtags that they used, up to 30, the more reach and engagement they had. So there are studies out there that prove that hashtags are not dead. Now, the way that we break up hashtags, it's pretty simple. Hopefully you guys will screenshot this or save it. Again, I'll send this recording out. 3 to 5 hashtags that are specific to whatever you are posting about. 3 to 5 hashtags that are specific to your industry. And then we break it up 1 to 2 that are location based. Maybe you're a small business and your location's pretty small. I would still use that as a hashtag, and then maybe grab some bigger cities around you to add in there as well. And then 1 to 2 keywords that you want to rank for. Okay, cool. She's letting us know. Search engine optimization. Nice. Very nice to have you here today. Number 7 is to use the add your sticker in IG stories, which I believe they just added this sticker to Reels. I haven't used it yet, but it's kind of weird that they're adding it to Reels too, but I think it's a way to increase engagement for people. Basically, what this sticker does is you kind of set a trend. You tell them, share your favorite photo of X, and then people can jump on this and add their own photos of that. So this could be something like share what you're having for breakfast, share your work from home space, share your favorite scheduling app, whatever it is. Something obviously that your target audience will relate to, share it to your stories. And then when people go to jump on this trend with you, you will always be the original creator of this sticker. And if people click on right here, it would be like your picture, your profile picture. If people click on that, it will show you at the top, and it will drive more traffic to your profile page. So if I were to add this into my social media strategy, I would probably try to do this once a week. Super simple. You can really take any photo off of your phone and do this. Number 8 is going live. As I mentioned before, you can either go live with somebody else or you can go live on your own. I have a friend who has completely grown her Instagram account because she goes live every single Thursday. And the part that's smart for her is that she goes live with somebody else every Thursday. So she's not only tapping into her audience, but she's tapping into their audience as well. Anytime that you go live on Instagram or Facebook, I don't know about TikTok, it will notify your audience so is going live. It also pushes your story picture to the top, to the front of the line, and it like highlights your face. So there's just a lot of like in your face reminder, hey, I'm here, I'm live, come watch me. It will help you nurture your audience. It will help you grow your account. It will help you, increase that credibility that I'm the expert. So if you had the time, I would highly encourage anyone to go live once a week. I wish I did it more. The other side of that is when you do go live, it's really a great way to nurture your audience and sell. I used to go live a lot more when I worked from home, I guess before I really got into my office. But every time I went live, I would push one of my offerings and I would sell them out because people resonated with me. They saw me, they saw that I was a real human. I wasn't just this face behind the screen, and I was talking to them and hitting their pain points. So if you need some ideas on what you could actually do going live, I've got a few for you here. One, you could interview another person that you collaborate with that's in your space. Maybe they're not in your space, interview them. You could do an Ask Me Anything session. Again, you might not get any questions, so have some on standby that you can pretend people submitted. And then you could also do like your take on some trending topic that's happening right now in the news, or you could do a mini training or a mini tutorial, whatever it is. Typically, what I see perform really well is about 45 minutes on live, but I've done as little as 15 minutes. If you're a yoga instructor, you could do a mini meditation session. Maybe you're a virtual assistant and you're showing someone how to set up email drip campaigns, provide value to your audience, teach them something. That's typically what works best with going live. Now, I would like to know if you guys are listening and drop in the chat if you have an engagement strategy. The biggest mark that people miss when doing social media for growth is that they don't have any kind of engagement strategy in place. And so they're posting and ghosting. They have content that's scheduled through a scheduling app, so it's getting posted, but then no one's there to like answer questions or comment on other people's stuff. So having an engagement strategy in place is really going to set the tone for your profile and the algorithm. So the way that we break this up is about 15 minutes a day. You can comment on 3 to 5 posts in your feed. Just scroll on through your news feed and pick out 3 to 5 posts to comment on. The next part of that is replying to 3 to 5 stories with an emoji or a comment. And then you can also head over to the explore page and comment and follow a few accounts that you're interested in. Now, I have an upcoming partnership with this website called $80. And when they first reached out to me, I was like, this is super spammy and this is a scam. I'm not going to work with them. But I actually went to the website and they play off of Gary Vaynerchuk's engagement strategy where it's like leaving your 2 cents. And what this app does is you connect your Instagram account and then it takes hashtags that you have put in and serves you that content so you can easily go in and comment on those people's content. So like the whole strategy behind that is to comment and engage with other accounts that are related to yours or your target audience. But it is a really cool app. I'm going to be sharing about it soon. But if you have not checked out $80, I don't know how much it is per month, but that's something to look into too. If you need help with your engagement strategy, if you just feel stale, like yours isn't working, then $80 might actually help you increase your engagement. Number 10, and the most important one, I told you guys in the beginning of this strategy, in the beginning of this training that, there's not one format that you should be doing that's going to help you grow, but I am a huge believer in reels, and I do believe that they help you reach more people. They're still one of the hottest features on Instagram, and they're proven to get a lot of reach. When I made this training, I said it was proven to get the most reach, but I can't entirely stand behind that when I think about Lucas O'Keefe, because me and him, he was one of my friends that was in Toronto with me whenever I went up there with Drippy. And we got into this conversation, and I'm just like, we were kind of fighting about like, are reels really the best way to grow? And he was arguing with me because I told you guys, he only really posts static and carousels. He hates getting in front of the video. And again, he has way more followers than me. So I'm like, you know what? I have to take his opinion. I can't take his opinion lightly because he obviously knows what he's doing. So don't feel like you have to do reels, but they really do help you reach more people. Now, I have some top tips when it comes to reels. What performs best for me and our clients is when we keep them short and sweet, about 5 to 7 seconds. That sounds really short, but it's people's attention spans are super fast, so you want to keep it short and to the point. Relatable content gets more shares, which in return will get you more reach. So trying to be funny or relatable to people in your industry or your target audience, those always perform well. Using trending audio early will help you. The best way to find trending audio is to look for that little arrow by the music name. But once you do that, you need to see how many reels have already been created with that audio. If they've already created like 100,000 reels with that audio, then yours is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. You jumped on it too late. So you're probably not going to get as much traction. So try to hop on it early, which I'm going to plug in our membership here, because me and Darby, every week we are checking for up and coming trends to give to our members so that they can hop on them early and get out before the masses come. Well, I'll show you more about that in a minute. And then lastly, hooks stop the scroll. And what I mean by that is having like a title or a headline whenever someone goes to watch your reel, this hook is shown as your text overlay for like the first 3 to 5 seconds, telling them what they're about to watch. That helps you stop the scroll, because typically when you do a hook, you're hitting a pain point that that person has, so they want to watch to learn more. I see some chats in there. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. This is amazing. Anik, for $1.80, does IG see it as a spam and will block your account? $1.80 has assured me that they don't see you as spam. And they do have a FAQ page on their website. So thank you too. She spelled it right. Anik spelled it right. As far as I know, they won't flag you for spam. How do you come up with good hooks? Kristen, if you are not using ChatGPT right now, you need to get on it, because you could tell ChatGPT, hi, my target audience is realtors. What are some pain points that they have with social media? Because that's what I sell, right? We do social media for business owners in general. We're not just real estate, but I'm just giving you an example. Tell ChatGPT who your target audience is and ask them what are some pain points for that person, and write you some hooks. The more you talk with ChatGPT, the more they'll get better at understanding what you're looking for. And I do have a training on that. I feel like you were on it actually, but I'm not sure. But that's your best way to find hooks,